Imagine a man who could eat a meal intended for 15 people in a single sitting, yet remained perpetually thin and starving. Born in rural France around 1772, the boy known as Tarrare developed an appetite that defied logic. By the time he was a teenager, he could eat a quarter of a bull's carcass in a single day. At age 17, he weighed only 45 kilograms, 100 pounds, despite his massive consumption. His parents, unable to afford his astronomical food bills, eventually forced him out of the house. Tarrare survived as a traveling showman, drawing crowds by swallowing stones, corks, and even whole baskets of apples. Witnesses described him as having an abnormally large mouth and skin so loose that he could wrap the fold of his belly around his waist. When he hadn't eaten, his skin hung in deep wrinkles. When full, he would bloat like a balloon. Interestingly, medical historians today suspect he may have suffered from an extreme case of hyperthyroidism or a damaged amygdala, which regulates hunger. During the War of the First Coalition, Tarrare joined the French Revolutionary Army. Even with quadruple rations, he was found scavenging in gutters and dunghills. He eventually collapsed from exhaustion and was hospitalized. This is where he met Pierre-François Percy and Dr. Corville, who began a series of bizarre medical experiments. They watched in horror as he ate a live cat, disemboweling it with his teeth, and even swallowed a large living eel whole after crushing its head. General Alexander de Beauharnais saw a military use for Tarrare's talent. He was tasked as a spy, swallowing a wooden box containing a secret letter to be delivered past Prussian lines. However, the mission was a disaster. Tarrare was captured, beaten, and subjected to a mock execution by Prussian soldiers before being released back to French lines, traumatized and broken. Back at the hospital, Tarrare's hunger grew darker. He was caught drinking blood being removed from other patients and was seen in the mortuary attempting to eat the dead. The final straw came when a 14-month-old child disappeared from the ward. Suspected of the unthinkable, Tarrare was chased from the hospital and lived as a fugitive. 4 years later, Tarrare resurfaced in Versailles, dying of advanced tuberculosis. He passed away in 1798 after a bout of massive exudative diarrhea. During the autopsy, surgeons found a cavernous gullet and a stomach so large it filled his entire abdominal cavity. His liver and gallbladder were also abnormally oversized. Even in death, his body decayed so rapidly that the doctors had to cut the examination short due to the unbearable stench. Tarrare remains one of the most extreme cases of polyphagia ever recorded in medical history.